Citoyens d'Israël.
Yesterday evening, the additional land forces of Israel entered Gaza. It is the second stage in the war, and its goals are clear: the complete annihilation of Hamas's military capacity and the return of the people taken hostage to Israel. We have taken this decision with one voice within the ministerial cabinet and the defense cabinet, and we did this in a balanced way. It is a promise to the country that we had to preserve the lives of our soldiers, and all the leadership of the country are behind the soldiers, support them, and we all know what has happened in these regions. We have a fantastic army. We have wonderful, heroic soldiers who are Jews and non-Jews, secular and religious, from the left and the right of the political spectrum. We are all united in a spirit of fighting that I've never seen up until now. They are ready to fight with courage, fight an enemy whose cruelty and barbarity are unprecedented. When we saw the horrific acts committed against our friends, our children, our babies, our brothers, they are ready to eliminate this evil from the world, to free all of humanity, the entire world, of this, and our entire people embrace them and have faith in them. We know what is written in the Bible. We remember and we are fighting. Our soldiers are indeed very courageous. They're in Gaza, around it, and on all Israeli fronts, with a continuation of a chain of his Israeli heroes, going from the Six-Day War, the Yom Kippur War, and other wars in Israel. And we have our heroic soldiers facing these enemies, and they have one goal, and that is to undo these criminals and ensure peace in our country. We have always said this will never happen again. And this never again, we have to ensure this. I met with parents and relatives of people who've been taken hostage, and my heart is broken. I have come to say, I said this before, and I will continue to say this, we will do everything to bring back those who have been taken hostage, to bring them back to their families. Their kidnapping is a crime against humanity. Those who dare accuse our soldiers of war crimes are filled with hatred and lies. They have no moral values. Tzahal is the most moral army in the world. Tzahal is doing its utmost to avoid affecting any people who are not involved. And I call upon all civilian populations to leave the northern part of Gaza. The cynicism of the enemy has no limits. The enemy is committing crimes against humanity, using civilians as a human shield. And many throughout the world understand perfectly what we've been saying for years. Israel is fighting it's not only waging its war, but it is waging a war of all of humanity. It is humanism against barbarity. We in the Western world have friends, and both in this world and in the Arab world, and they know that if Israel does not win, then it will be their turn next. Since the beginning of the war, we have succeeded in creating a global alliance, including the United States and Europe, led by Joe Biden, the French president, the German chancellor, leaders of Italy, Japan, Cyprus. Many have come to see us during this time of war and have conveyed a very clear message. We are not only supporting you, we wish you a victory, and we want to thank them for that. We can indeed only stand up to this enemy ourselves, but it's better when we're together. We want to win this together. There is one thing which we must do. There are times when the people faces an alternative. Right now, we are facing this crisis, and we don't know how it will turn out. We will live and we will vanquish. In the first hours of the war, we conducted very, very strong air raids, and in the recent days, these air raids intensified to enable the infantry to go in more safely. We killed many terrorists. We destroyed many bases. But the war in the Gaza Strip will be long and hard. It is our second liberation war. So for the motherland, we will fight on the sea, on land, and in the air. We will eliminate the enemy on land and underground as well. It is the war of light against darkness, life against death, and we will be united as ever, sure of the way to go. This is my life's mission and yours. So in my name, in your name, I pray for the salvation of our soldiers. We will fight together, and together we will vanquish. We will prevail.